The troll is a little bit drunk today, so I decided it's a great opportunity for me to tell you a couple of things that are happening behind the scenes. Because I've been talking with several YouTubers, more than a dozen, in fact, that they all collaborate the same thing. First of all, everyone is now talking about the trial. So the people who decided to cover the Johny Depp trial, or how YouTubers call it, the Johny Depp train, have noticed a significant increase in the amount of subscribers that they are having, as well as the viewership. But what's really interesting is that a lot of the new subscribers and the new viewers happen to be women. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that women gravitate towards celebrity gossip? I know, astonishing, especially when sex scandals seem to be the bread and butter of many tabloids, despite the fact of what journalists would like you to think. Because I already covered a journalist, a blue check mark on Twitter, which is having an aneurysm that so many people on YouTube are covering the Depp trial and they're making money off it. Like, that is horrible. How dare they monetize celebrity gossip? Who do they think they are? Journalists? That's her job. And it's true, a lot of YouTube channels who weren't even covering celebrity gossip have transitioned. A lot of transitioning going on. You have people who used to talk about football, people who used to just do Let's Plays and are now talking about the Johny Depp trial, which kind of makes sense because we here are entertainers, but we are also slaves to our audience. And if you guys decide that you want to see something, that the correct thing to do is to give it to you. I personally decided not to cover it because there's nothing that I could add which other YouTubers are adding. I think there are far more intellectual takes out there. There's no need for me to cover this. And I did notice a decrease in subscribers because most people gravitate towards the Depp trial, which in my opinion is probably the most popular trial of the year. Probably of the century, given the viewership, just because like more people are tuning in right now than they have before. But where am I going with this? YouTube punishes people, okay? Like, YouTube is now punishing people for covering the Depp trial. First of all, there is a rule on the platform that you're not allowed to talk about sex scandal because it's not going to get your video monetized. So you're not going to get a community guideline strike, but YouTube doesn't like it if you talk about sex scandals, which is a very bizarre rule, all right? Like, they say that the advertisers don't like that. Excuse you moi, but every single, as I mentioned before, tabloid uses sex scandals as bread and butter. I mean, the authoritative sources that YouTube likes to promote, such as BuzzFeed and Vox Magazine, they all covered the Hulk Hogan sex tape. They all covered Tiger Woods. Like, they all covered previous sex tape. No advertiser had a problem with that. But for some reason, this one is problematic. And it's very weird in its problematic way because some videos are monetized, some videos aren't monetized. And it leads to the Lulzy story with YouTubers uploading 3 versions of the same video, often just changing the title or the thumbnail, and then applying for monetization with all 3 videos, hiding them from the public, like privating those videos, waiting for YouTube to see whether or not they're going to monetize or not. And I'm curious, like, why these gymnastics? Why do we have to do this? Like, look, first of all, not only is it a popular subject, YouTube, but women seem to like it. Like, women actively go and look for this topic, and they don't want to get the news from BBC or The Guardian regarding this, alright? Like, it's celebrity gossip. They want to see their favorite independent content creator, the average guy on the street, or the average girl on the street, having a take on this shit. Like, why is it not okay? Why is it so difficult to get this through is what I want to know. I mean, it's not going to change the policies of the nations. It's not going to affect legislation. It's not going to change lives. It's putting no one in danger besides, I guess, Amber Heard's finances. So this is what I don't understand. Why is this a thing? I mean, even the mainstream media overwhelmingly, okay, regarding this trial, people are on Johnny's side from what I can see. Amber lost her job. Like, people are not believing her story. Everyone that watches the trial doesn't believe her story. At the end of the day, you know, the only people that are against this seem to be the blue check marks and the journalists who from mainstream media corporations. And the corporations are like, oh no, how do you cover this? As if, you know, like if I want to cover something that people really don't give a shit about, like if I want to cover my plants from my backyard, it's not going to generate views, it's not going to generate buzz. You know, like the reason they're upset is because people want to see this type of content. That's why they're upset. And they're even more upset that people are willing to deliver this type of content. I mean, we live in a society where the mainstream media wants to control what people think. And what I mean by this is that the trial happens objectively, right? Like the trial exists, and the journalists don't want you to watch the raw footage. They want you to tell you what to think about the trial. Like, here, let me, journalist who works at a corporation and call myself an authoritative source, tell you what you should think, because you're incapable of creating your own thoughts. You know, and when they think like that, they view it as a danger to their democracy when some YouTuber does the same shit, because they don't think the public would be capable of moving away. Like, one of the best ways that I know how to troll right now is to go into some YouTuber's chat and say that I like Amber. I can fix her. Just let me, I can fix her, chat. I can fix her. Just allow me to fix her. She's a good girl, okay? Like, she's just misunderstood. I can fix. Oh my fuck God, you do this, people freak the fuck out like zombies. They go like, yeah? And it's fun, but you know what happens? People mute you, people block you. Because despite the fact that I am an influencer, I can't puppeteer and mind control people, alright? Like, regardless of the amount of kind things I can say about Amber, no one is going to listen to me. Because it's not how it works. Like, and again, like the media, the authoritative sources with billions of dollars up their assholes are unable to persuade people that, oh no, Amber is the hero of the story, and you should listen to her, and she's such a good person. And no one cares. No one listens to that, alright? And I hope that YouTube, like, removes the word Amber from the list of problematic words, because I don't know why else this is happening. And not to mention, like, most people at this point don't even talk about the sex scandal. They talk about the legality of the trial, which is far more interesting, right? I am curious to see how America does its trials and lawsuits and whatnot. So allow people to just have the fucking conversation. It's very annoying every time I go and I talk to YouTubers, think, my video got demonetized. Like, okay, I understand. Can we talk about something else? Yeah, but they got. And by the way, like, video getting demonetized doesn't just mean like you're not making money out of it. The main problem is that the algorithm suppresses your video, doesn't share it around as much. So, like, please, Susan, listen to me. Please, do me a solid and stop demonetizing these videos so I can talk with my YouTube friends behind the scenes about other things for a change. I would appreciate that if you can do it. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for listening to this rant. And if you like it, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.